the truth profoundly. These are Germans here. Follow me to the message clear. Go Paul, Das, and Paul. They say Duane the writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's blight. Gotta wake up, see the light.
You know, as we've been going through this, the idea is to listen and learn, but it's going to take a lot of years. It's taken me a lot of years, and that is to figure this out. First of all, the government, the law enforcement, the military, you know, et cetera, the doctors, lawyers, whatever. Why? Because they have jobs? You think they know what they're doing? They don't. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know who they work for. Look at the indigenous people. Compare it to them. The Indians with their communities. Did they have armies? Did they have monetary? The thing is that now that you're going through this, you will become more aware because you'll become aware of what not to do, Eric. See?
So you're saying this is all worth it in the end?
Yeah. Yeah, I went through it. I went through a lot of stuff for many years to learn what not to do. Oh, I've been arrested before. Oh, yeah.
For what?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. When I was young, I got arrested for things too. I did some things, and it was just driving. It was about driving tickets or whatever, but I misrepresented myself. I was like 17, 18 years old, but I went to jail too for a few days. But you know what? I learned from that, and I learned what not to do. So yes, you will become more aware through this. Doesn't mean you.
How do I know what things you're saying are true or not?
It's not about true. It's about what you decide to do, and this is what you decided to do. I wasn't there. It doesn't matter what I say.
I mean, you say a lot of things. You say to do a lot of things, but like you told me to cancel the contract. You told me to sing the new you before I go to sleep. You told me to stare at the sun. But like, how do I know which ones I should do versus which ones I shouldn't?
Well, that's up to you to decide and to figure it out.
Bro.
When we were little and we were raised by our parents, they told us a lot of things to do, and we did them, right? And some things we didn't do because we didn't want to do them, right? Yeah, so we didn't do everything we were told.
Yeah, but I'm not a child, man. I know how the world works.
We only did what we wanted to do. So you wanted to do this, so you did it. Doesn't matter what anyone says. Me or somebody.
I wanted to do it because you told me that I should do it.
If you're watching TV and Trump says, go out and vote for me, are you going to go out and vote for him?
Well, no, because he's not you.
Well, Trump told me to vote for him.
Help me become more aware.
You see, the thing is,
well,
yes.
I mean, I don't care what he says, but I care what you say. Because you're the dude. You're a super dude, man.
This is all nuts. You know.
Yeah, we should just start on our experiences. I'll start. I don't have so much time anyways. Okay.
Go ahead.
In this experience, I was at Burger King, like always. I ordered my usual 100 chicken nuggets and a small Dr. Pepper. I was sitting there, enjoying my nuggets, when suddenly the lights flickered, and the whole place started shaking. I looked up, and I saw Harold Klemp standing in the doorway. He was looking all menacing. He had this weird glow around him, and he was holding the staff that crackled with electricity. And behind him, I saw Dark Duane, smirking like the evil bastard he is. Dark Duane was holding a giant, glowing hand that was pulsing with dark energy. Before I could even react, Harold Klemp slammed his staff into the ground, and the whole restaurant exploded. I felt this searing pain, and then everything went black. I woke up back in my bed, and I was sweating and gasping for air. I could still smell the burning plastic and the faint scent of chicken nugget. It's the most terrifying experience I've ever had.
So did you eat the nuggets?
I ate some of them before, I exploded.
Oh, okay. Well, you got something from the experience, didn't you?
I mean, yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd tell me what it means.
Well, first of all, does it make sense?
A little bit.
All right, go ahead. How does it make sense to you?
I mean, Harold Klemp's this evil dude, right? Because you said he was. And Dark Duane is this evil dude because he's dark version of you, I guess.
Okay, if that makes sense to you.
And they exploded the Burger King because Burger King is awareness, right?
Is it?
I mean, that's why they would explode it, right? Because it's good. And they're evil.
Burger King is good.
I mean, why else would they want it to blow up?
Uh-huh. So Burger King blew up.
Yeah.
But you still got some of the McNuggets.
Oh, they're just chicken nuggets there. It's not McDonald's. But yeah.
Well, whatever. Okay, so you still got a few. You ate a few or whatever. Okay, you still got some. All right. Well, I find these experiences interesting too, so I can't explain everything, but again, does it make sense? Kind of like that one where Kelsey and Jeremy were destroying the new books. I could understand Kelsey doing it, but Jeremy, no, I don't. I don't see that. So again, something else is going on.
I mean, Jeremy was just working with the dark forces. That's nothing crazy. But like, I don't get why Harold Klemp and Dark Duane would want to destroy Burger King.
Or someone was disguising themselves as Jeremy, which is, this has been done before. I had an experience years ago with actually Kelsey's husband, Henry. And within the experience, Henry wanted to leave. He was very adamant. He had an attitude. Well, with him was my friend. And I found out later that it wasn't. It was somebody else disguised as him, you see. So again, when I look at my intent and what I'm presenting and doing, how does that supposed image of myself make sense being there and doing that? Okay, now it makes sense for Harold, but then again, destroying Burger King, that's very interesting too, because again, no, Burger King is not about awareness, because if you go back to where when Germa was standing near the door and stuff like that, and finally you went through the door and went outside of Burger King, because Burger King represents the social consciousness. It does not represent awareness. It represents the social consciousness. In other words, what unaware people eat, like McDonald's, Burger King, Jack in the Box, whatever. Your standards, they eat the junk food, whatever. That's the consciousness, okay? And so finally you went through the doorway and you went outside and met some of the guides, etc. You see? So I find this very, very interesting. And in a way, if it were my experience, all right, I would just face it and say, okay, whatever. Because again, a lot of strange things happen on the real side, just like you and Phil being dragons and doing funny stuff together and all that funny stuff. Okay, fine. We go through these funny things. But realistically, look at your life. What makes sense? What do you want to make sense? And lots of times it's hard to get things to make sense, isn't it? Just to make sense. So again, looking at the experience, what makes sense with it, and no, you can take that interpretation as, oh, gee, Burger King is awareness. No, it's not. It's an idea created by somebody, and what it's doing for the public is what? It's not helping people become more aware. It's selling junk food, fried, greasy, cancerous junk food. So where does the awareness come in? The awareness comes in as that something not to do. So again, it's your experience. You got to figure it out. But does it make sense? Life makes sense, like the sun shining. That makes sense. That makes sense. So compared to the sun shining, how does that experience make sense? So, you're in the beginning stages. You're within the first year. You might say you're way down there. Okay, you're a dot. And the thing is,
Definitely within the first year. That's what I remember too.
You got 50 years to go. Okay, and even then, you'll just.
Well, I'm going to speed run the 50 years. Just you wait.
Yeah. Well, you've got a lot to go through, Eric. So the idea is that, yeah, this is an experience, and you decide how you're going to see it. But a lot of the stuff, just like when you were beat up and whatever, that's to wake you up. Okay, it's part of the wake up because you're very, very strongly literal.
Truth profoundly, these are Germans here. For me to the message clear. Go Paul, Das and Paul, they say Duane The Writer leads the way. Time to madness, it's blight. Gotta wake up, see the light. Don't think, just feel the vibe. The sun's are gonna cause it dry. Break the chains, the mental hold. Truth unfold, the storms are guide. A cosmic drive. Break the chains, the mental hold. The truth unfold, the story told. We strong, and unite front. Against the darkness, we will hunt. Time to break the simulation spell with new you power. We are skibbity new you. Breaking free from the matrix. Dark forces lurking, reptilian scheme. That lies that control a twisted dream. You together, we rise above. Shattering the lies, spreading risky. I knew you staring at the thing to be done. Staring at the sun, the only thing to be done.